The monotony of self-improvement. So this video is going to be about understanding how your daily actions add up to your goals, to your dream life. The things that you want out of life will come to fruition from the things that you do each and every day. So this is a 90-day self-improvement journey for your mind, your body, and your space, as in like your surroundings. Because I find that a lot of the discussions around trying to improve your life is all about making the list, the things that you're supposed to be doing, planning to improve your life. But if you're only thinking about it or planning and you're not taking action, then you're not going to get anywhere. And I think the biggest lesson that I've learned over the years of doing daily habits and constantly planning my life and then falling off planning, and then I feel like I finally got to a place where it is the everyday in the moment things. And you're not going to be perfect at it, but understanding that you can improve your life by making one small tiny change in the moment. Because self-improvement journeys are monotonous. It is those small everyday things. And there are going to be those big grand moments of excitement of, wow, I hit this milestone or this threshold, or I got that job, or I got that, like that big moment that feels great. But that's not what self-improvement is in the grand scheme of things. Self-improvement is the quieting the negative self-talk so that you can show up every single day. It's not pressing snooze when you want to work out because you have a exercise goal that you want to hit for the next 3 months. Your self-improvement is tested when things get difficult. How did you work through that last trigger? Did you react the same as an older version of you? Or were you able to use tools and systems that you've built slowly to work through it? Because the idea of self-improvement and becoming this dream version of yourself or becoming a new version of yourself isn't being perfect and not having negative feelings or having bad days. It's about what do you do when those things come up and how do you let it affect every other area of your life. I used to be somebody who, when I would get like a really bad news or it was just like an irritating moment in the morning, my whole day would be ruined. I would stew over that one moment. If it was like someone cut me off in traffic or I got a really annoying email or I got bad news from something that I was really excited about, I would let it just fester and stew and ruin my entire day. And that's been a handful of years. Whereas now I'm like, okay, this is really annoying and irritating. Thanks so much. But I'm going to shift my energy and focus on this thing over here. And that is on self-improvement. That is on understanding what I want and how I can work through it with a variety of tools. So I'm going to go through examples of things that you can do for your mind, your body, and your space in order to start your self-improvement journey, to revamp your self-improvement journey. You can change these to fit kind of your life and the things that you have access to in your day-to-day. And then also, because I'm going into mind, body, and space, depending on what you want to focus on, you can just focus on these mind tasks. You can focus on the body tasks if you want to build a health and fitness journey, or you can focus on the space, like your surroundings, if you are somebody who wants to declutter and reset and just feel better in your actual surroundings. Depending on what you want, focus on different areas. I'm going to get into how I will execute this within the next month. If you watched my plan with me, which is already up, you would already have insight into this, but let's get into it. So mind. There are going to be 7 things that I want you to do, 1 a day for the next week. A 5-minute breathwork video, morning affirmations. This can take less than a minute. Whether you stand in the mirror, whether you dance around your living room and say them, you will have to define your morning affirmations and what goal you want them connected to. So for me, let's say I'm wanting to write, I will create affirmations around writing and being an author and where I see myself within that category. You can pick what category you want your affirmations to be in. Set time aside for that. Number 3 is to sit in silence for 1 minute. Push the timer and just sit in silence. Yes, there's going to be some, your fridge is going to be humming or there's a car honking outside, but try to just sit with nothing in your brain. It is very difficult, and a minute is a long time. You might have to really work on this one. Number 4 is a 10-minute breathwork exercise. Number 5 is 5 minutes of EFT tapping. Number 6 is to sit in silence for 2 minutes. And then number 7 is 10 minutes of breathwork. You're like, Marissa, these are just the same things, but longer sessions. That doesn't really make sense. The title of this is The Monotony of Self-Improvement. The person who builds all their habits and their dreams is doing the same thing over and over and over again. They are doing it in a 1-minute session or a 30-minute session, depending on how much time they have, but they're still going to show up and do it. So it is going to be monotonous. It is going to be the same thing over an extended period of time as you build that habit. And the reason why we struggle with being consistent is because it's boring. You want novelty, newness, excitement, but accept the boring, accept the monotony of self-improvement. Next, body. 10-minute outside walk up and down your street, but get outside for 10 minutes. A 20-minute stretch video, a 45-minute kickboxing workout. I recommend this video. I do this one all the time because it's a great video. I thoroughly enjoy this one, so feel free to check it out. I will also link it down below. 30 minutes of walking. You can do walking YouTube videos. You can go outside for a walk. You can have a walking pad. Fantastic. Just 30 minutes of walking. Number 5 is a 45-minute foam roll exercise. 45 minutes might be a lot if you have never foam rolled before, so feel free to change this up to only 10-20 minutes. But foam rolling is life-changing, okay? We are tense. Like, you're gonna be surprised at how much, like if you're sitting at a desk all day, how hunched over you are. Foam rolling is so good to just loosen up your muscles. And then number 6 is a 20-minute dance workout. Once again, random YouTube video, put on your music, set a timer for 20 minutes, and just do your own dancing around your living room for fun. And then number 7 is a 45-minute relax / stretch session where you just kind of focus on your breathing, you relax into the stretches, and it is kind of like a calming moment. And that's why these 7 is a variety of things like walking and stretching. Next is your space. I am a big believer in your space around you influences how you show up. If everything is cluttered and messy, you're not going to sit down at your desk to write. Or if there's clutter everywhere, you're not going to roll out your yoga mat to show up for your workouts. And so that is why I believe space is just as important as your mindset and then your exercise. You have to set yourself up for success, and how you view your space and how you have your space set up will affect that. So here are the 7 things that I want you to do for your space. Number 1, declutter one drawer shelf area of your living space. Number 2, complete one task in your laundry cycle. Laundry is always on the go, and it's kind of irritating, right? But in your laundry cycle, whether that's filling up a basket, putting a load on, switching a load from the washer to the dryer, or folding, do one of those, not the whole cycle, just one of them. It's quick, it's easy, it's 5 minutes of your time to do one of these, maybe 10 if you're folding laundry. Once you do it, you feel accomplished, and it's an easy lift. Number 3 is to sweep and vacuum high traffic areas. Number 4, I want you to sit in a different spot in your space than you have before. Move a chair to like the center of your living room. Sit on the floor and stare at your ceiling. Go stand in the corner that you've never stood in before and just like stare at your walls. Like, just move around your space in a way you haven't. Because we have the same paths, we sit in the same spot on the couch, sit on the other end of the couch, sleep on the wrong side of the bed, or put your head where your feet normally are and sleep that way for a night. It feels weird, but it changes up like the energy. Number 5 is to sound cleanse your space, whether that's with music, humming, or a bell. Number 6 is to either wash or switch over your bedding to something new, just for like a refresh. And number 7 is to add decor, a trinket, like a feel-good item to your space. And this can be either like make something, like draw a little painting and put it on your wall, or you can go to a thrift store and try to find something that's under $10 that makes you feel happy, that just brings you joy, that's like cute and fun, that you can either put on a shelf or your bedside table or on your wall. You might notice that is only 7 things for each category. Like I said, the title of this video is The Monotony of Self-Improvement. So what I want you to do for this journey, I personally am going to be doing 31 days of self-improvement, and I'm going to be using these 7 things. Now, like I said at the beginning, if you are wanting to focus on mind, you can just do like 31 days of the mind exercises. However, I want to include all areas of my life, and a lot of these are very, very quick. 1 minute of silence, starting a load of laundry, and a 10-minute walk. That's one from each category. I can do that in a day. So what I'm going to be doing, and you can join me in this if you want, starting August 1st, which is tomorrow. Today is the 31st when I'm filming this. I'm going to do one from each category every single day, and that is a week of tasks, which means, so Monday I'm going to do 3 things, and then next Monday I'm going to do 3 things, the exact same things. Because we have to get used to doing things when we think they're boring. When we think that it's like, ugh, I don't want to do a 20-minute stretch. I'll just do that tomorrow. Why? Why do it tomorrow when I can do it now? Right? It's catching yourself trying to keep you in the same place that you are right now when you know you want to improve. You want to change your life because that's just the status quo. It's easier to function now, even if you are miserable or annoyed or irritated. It's easy to function in that because that is what you know. And so trying to push out of that is difficult. But this 31 days of self-improvement is very easy. We're gonna give it a go. And by the time you see this video, I will probably be a handful of days in, maybe even a week in already. And so the goal of this, and even if you're not gonna attempt to do like a 30 days of something, attempt 7. Because what I want you to take out of this is that you can carve 1 minute of your day to focus on something. And it's going to feel pointless. If you are somebody who wants this like grand life and you want to change, maybe you want to change your career path, but sitting down to revamp your resume is really annoying. Like, you don't want to do that. But then how are you going to change your career path if you're not even willing to sit down for 20 minutes to edit a document? So I want you to look at your life in the sense of, what do you want and where you are now? And what are the small daily things that you can do in the moment? And then do that every single day until you get to that big goal, until you get to that dream life. Because, and another thing is that I have been saying this, and I think that this is gonna be an affirmation, is I'm already living my dream life. 10 years ago, Marissa, I'm living the dream life that she wanted right now. And so I know 10 years from me, Marissa, is gonna be living my dream life. It's already hers. She's already doing it. Yeah, it is. That is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. You can also subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. You can also check out any of my Notion templates down below. There is a 2026 life planner in there that you can utilize for the next 6 months of the year, and a rebrand your life guide as well. I will see you in the next one. Bye.